economy the fastest growing one in Africa because of the leadership model. According to him, the inordinate quest for wealth and lack of discipline, among others, are responsible for the unbridled corruption in Nigeria's system.
Again, emphasized the need for us to render selfless service to the people of the state and not to be driven by the acquisition of wealth. Because, as I speak, nobody can come out openly to accuse me of corruption. My close aides, and I challenge anybody, my close aides who engaged in untoward activities never knew how fast they were thrown out of government.
He also provided an update on the ongoing rehabilitation of the Egbema power plant, announcing that the project is expected to be completed and commissioned in the first quarter of 2025. The governor highlighted the importance of the project in providing 24 hours electricity across all areas of Imo State.
Just like the Great Opera, I also realized that having stabilized the critical infrastructure, especially roads, and knowing that our health and the education sectors were under control and running smoothly, I decided to turn my attention to the total industrialization of the state. Realizing that this could never be feasible without a regular power supply, the government of Imo State has entered into a partnership agreement, taking advantage of the latest alteration of our constitution, removing power from the exclusive legislative list to the concurrent legislative list. We have now, working with our technical and financial partners, created a platform to generate, transmit, and distribute electricity to the 27 local government areas of the state.
In his remark at the occasion, Cross River State Governor Senator Bassey Otu described Okpara as his hero because of the monumental development he achieved in the former eastern region. According to him, most of the agricultural policies being implemented by his administration in Cross River State were derived from the legacy of Okpara.
And I urge you to transmute the principles of community, faith, and sacrifice, which characterize the destiny of our hero, who lived and died with a sterling emblem of unblemished integrity and credibility.
The chairman of the occasion and the former president of the Senate, Senator Ayim Pius Ayim, praised the organizers for keeping the memory of the late premier alive. He eulogized Governor Hope Uzodinma for his thought-provoking lecture and urged Nigerians to imbibe the recommendations from the lecture.
I want to state, and very confidently, that no Nigerian citizen east of the Niger has impacted Eastern Nigeria positively like Mwai Okpara. Said that the magic that guaranteed the progress recorded under Dr. Okpara's administration was purposeful and visionary leadership.
The former First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Dame Patience Jonathan, says the lecture is aimed at promoting good governance and excellence in service delivery.
Amaka's Okpara legacies are too numerous to mention, but I urge you to hold firm to those legacies for the progress of the country in general.
The highlight of the event was the presentation of awards to notable Nigerians, of which the Premier Grand Prize Gold Plaque category award by the organizers was given to Governor of Imo State, Hope Uzodinma, among others. Kike Lomo Ukeri, almost 60.
The Nigerian Education Loan Fund has clarified that geopolitical zones do not influence the disbursement of its funds. This came after NELFund shared that it has released the sum of 2.94 billion naira to 19 universities for 27,667 students. The list revealed that universities in the Southeast and South-South regions were not included among the beneficiaries, sparking criticism from some Nigerians. The Nigerian Medical Association has called on the Cross River State government to urgently enhance its surveillance mechanisms against monkeypox amidst increased vulnerability. The Public Relations Officer of the Doctors Association, Dr. Ukam Edadi, made the call in an interview in Calabar, Cross River State capital. The Cross River chapter of the association therefore warned that the state is more vulnerable than others. The Police High Command has confirmed the release of 20 medical students who were abducted en route to Enugu from Benue State. The police also claimed no ransom was paid before the victims were rescued, contrary to some reports. Spokesman of the Nigerian Police Force, Olumuyiwa Adejobi, an Assistant Commissioner of Police, stated this while reacting to questions from journalists. A devastating flood has ravaged several communities in Madagali local government area, Adamawa State, leaving huge losses in its trail. The disaster has reportedly claimed 6 lives, displaced over 2,000 people, and destroyed numerous houses, farmlands, and bridges. In an interview with newsmen, Madagali local government executive chairman, Honorable Simon Musa, confirmed the incident, revealing that some affected communities had never experienced such a disaster in their history. He stated that thousands of displaced persons were seeking refuge in 10 temporary camps established so far. According to Musa, the flooding was caused by a heavy downpour on the Mandara mountain, resulting to erosion and damage to the Shuwa Bridge, houses, foodstuffs, and farmlands. You're watching News Express on Global Television, coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. When the News Express returns, federal government bans mining activities at sites where bandits killed 12 miners in Niger State. Details of this and more stories after this break. Please stay with us. Many thanks for staying with us. If you've just joined us, this is Global Television bringing you live broadcast of the News Express. In business, the Federal Ministry of Works has introduced new policies aimed at transforming the road construction in Nigeria. The policies unveiled by the Minister of Works, Senator David Umahi, are designed to address the poor pace of work and improve the service life of federal roads. According to the policy documents shared with journalists by the Special Advisor to the Minister on Media, Uchenna Orji, the new policies include the introduction of rigid pavements, reduction of claims by contractors, removal of consumer price index from contracts, and introduction of uniform pricing in each zone. The Rector of the Federal Polytechnic, Ilaro, Ogun State, Dr. Mukail Akinde, says the institution is planning to have a mini assembly plant for the production of its newly invented electric automated tricycle. Akinde also called on the federal government as well as corporate organizations, especially in the manufacturing sector, to help drive the commitment of the Polytechnic to see to the commercial production of the invention. He says the success of the commercial production of the tricycle would help a lot to cut importation, reduce the pressure on our foreign exchange, and boost job opportunities for teeming Nigerian youths. The federal government has designated the Nigeria Interbank Settlement System, NIBSS, the Bank Verification Number, BVN, and the National Identification Number, NIN, databases as critical national information infrastructure. This is contained in the Designation and Protection of Critical National Information Infrastructure Order 2024, an official gazette recently signed by President Bola Tinubu. The designation means that anyone who attacks any infrastructure listed in the gazette commits an offense and is liable to prosecution. The federal government has placed a ban on mining activities in the Ungua Magro village, Niger State, where 12 miners were murdered by bandits recently, pending the completion of investigation. The Minister of Solid Minerals and Development, Dr. Dele Alake, disclosed this in a statement on his official X handle following reports of non-Nigerians funding mining operations in Nigeria and concerns about 12 miners allegedly killed by bandits in Niger State's Shiroro local government area. Dr. Alake urged embassies to monitor their nationals' activities in the sector, as criminal conduct could harm bilateral relations. On the foreign scene, a manhunt is underway after 3 people were killed and 8 others injured in a knife attack in the western German city of Solingen, according to police. The attack happened during a festival in the city center. 5 of those injured are in a critical condition. The police say they're still looking for the attacker, with national security forces deployed to the scene. They gave no details of a motive. The man reportedly stabbed passers-by at random when the industrial city was celebrating 650 years since it was founded. Treasury Secretary John Mbadi confirmed that about 49 measures were being considered as part of a tax amendment bill. The eco-levy tax aims to curb pollution and waste management at the office and household level. Unlike the initial proposal, this one will exclude sanitary towels, the newly appointed secretary has insisted. Companies remain in the authority's sight. The minister rebuked a challenge by U.S. beverage manufacturer Coca-Cola, which opposed the 10% levy on all locally manufactured plastic. In sports, Nigerian-American UFC fighter Kamaru Usman says he's looking forward to an unforgettable show as the African Knockout Championship is set to light up Abuja once again with its second event in the Federal Capital Territory on Saturday, August 31st at the This Day Dome. Launched in 2020 as a mixed martial arts talent reality TV show, AKO concentrates on African talent, and the AKO Championship was initiated in 2023 as the first Pan-African professional boxing and MMA championship. AKO 5 will feature adrenaline-pumping action across various divisions, including featherweight, middleweight, lightweight, and women's bantamweight as the AKO Championship players draw near. Edo Queens has secured the spot in the CAF Women's Champions League after a resounding 3-0 victory over Benin Republic's Ainombi FC in the final of the Wafu B Women's Championship in Abidjan. The Nigerian champions capped a flawless campaign with a dominant win, showcasing their superiority throughout the regional qualifiers. Their journey to the title began with an emphatic 5-0 demolition of AS Garde from Niger, followed by a convincing 3-0 triumph over Ghana's Hasakas Ladies. The August edition of the Chess Heights Plateau State was a tournament of keen battles as players' ratings were used to determine 2 of the 4 categories. Some of the most talented chess players across the North Central converged on the scenic Elms Bubbles Off Golf Course in Mayadiko Rayfield Jos for the event. Eze Adireje Kingsley emerged as the champion of the open category with 5 points, securing the victory based on his superior rating after he was tied with Joseph Gyang Weng and Yakubu Arenge. As we end the Global TV News Express, let's take a look at our top stories. Tinubu approves funds for abandoned Ogbese multipurpose dam in Ekiti. Police confirm release of 20 abducted medical students. In business, federal government designates NIBSS, BVN, NIN databases as critical national infrastructure. On the foreign scene, Kenya to revive scrapped tax plans risking unrest. And in sports, we told you winners emerge at Plateau, Benway Chess Heights 30. That's it on the News Express, and it came to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. We're on DSTV, channel 365, Star Times, channel 276, and free to air on Nigecomsat and its parameters showing on your screen. Kindly follow us on all social media platforms using at Global TV NG, and other handles still showing on your screen. I'm Queen Agaba. Thank you for watching, and see you again.